After months of tough talk on the Iranian nuclear agreement, Donald Trump appears headed for a showdown.
The current status of relations between the U.S. and Iran is what?
Very acrimonious.
President Trump has railed against the nuclear agreement since his campaign.
The Iran deal was one of the worst and most one-sided transactions the United States has ever entered into.
In January, he doubled down, declining to impose sanctions on Tehran, but only for one last time, he says.
Iran is not living up to the spirit of the deal.
Unless Iran renegotiates the deal to give the U.S. and its allies greater access to Tehran's facilities and to extend the agreement, Trump says, he will decline to waive sanctions. That could effectively put an end to the nuclear agreement.
They've made very clear that if the United States walks away, they would not see themselves as continued to be required to adhere with their own obligations. And so I think we would very likely see Iran begin to reconstitute elements of its nuclear program. So I think it's almost inconceivable that we won't see an escalation of tensions between the two countries.
One possible reason for Trump's newly hard line: domestic U.S. politics.
The president is pivoting to a hard line, in large part because he's heading into the midterm elections and the poll numbers don't look good. Republicans in general, and the White House in particular, are sweating bullets, and Trump's going back to his game plan as a candidate, and that is to go to the hard right and to rally the base.
Personnel changes at the White House could make all the difference. Trump recently replaced advisors who want to keep the deal intact with hardliners who want to scrap it. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster are out. Mike Pompeo and John Bolton are in. Bolton has gone so far as to call for regime change in Iran and military strikes on its nuclear program, leaving Trump in something of an echo chamber with few dissenting voices remaining. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Washington.